What's good, YouTube? It's Young Phenom Big Blue, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Um, the Lakers, they won yesterday, and I mean the Heat basically tried everything. You know, they got up to a big lead. Well, not really a big lead, but they got up to a lead that was up to their standards, and the Lakers still came back and you know beat them. Um, a lot of people might think, oh, this series is over. The Lakers, they're going to just, mollywop through the West. You know what I'm saying? If you look back at their path, you know what I'm saying, they had to get through Portland. They only won one game, okay? They had to get through, the small ball Rocket team with James Harden and Wes Westbrook. They won one game. They had to get through the Nuggets, who came back on the Clippers down 3-1. They only won one game. So what makes Miami Heat different from those teams, right? Lakers fans is already getting the broom. They already they already popping the confetti. They already, bringing in the 20,000 alcohols or beverages ready. You know what I'm saying? Like they're getting ready to party Friday, right? Because Friday is that time of day where people just turn up. People just turn up because, yeah, the Lakers got it. No, the Lakers don't got it because they're not going to win this Friday. The Heat is going to do the unthinkable. The Heat is going to do the impossible. The Heat is going to come back from a 3-1 deficit. And I said it out of my mouth. I don't want to see the Lakers win. Because if they do win, guess what? They're gonna be tied with the Celtics for most championships, and I don't want that. I really don't want that. The Heat has to come out Friday with nothing to lose because if they come out Friday sluggish, out of rhythm, out of sync, they could already just roll the carpet and crown LeBron James his fourth title. Give AD his first championship. Give Rondo his second championship. Give everybody on that Lakers team a championship. Now, there could be a possibility that the Heat does come back from this 3-1 deficit and still lose in Game 7. That could be a possibility. Another possibility is that the Lakers can just handle business, take care of business, and beat the Heat. Because obviously, Jimmy Butler, as great as Jimmy Butler is, he can't do it all by himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, hypothetically speaking, if Jimmy Butler had, Joel Embiid and Giannis, who knows how this series might turn out? This series might be tied right now, 3-3 or 2-2. But he doesn't. He has the guys that he has. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure if you ask him that question, he would probably answer it the same way I answer it. I wouldn't give up these guys for nothing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like we came here together. We either going to lose together or win together. That's his philosophy. You know what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about stats or how many points he made or how many shots he attempted. All he cares about is winning. So at this point, it is what it is. The Lakers are on cruise control right now because they don't necessarily have to touch nothing. You know, and I think sometimes when you backed up against the wall, that's when your true colors show out. You know, Because not a lot of people are picking the Heat to win this game Friday. It may be, it may be, but you always want to root for the underdog. I'm not saying that the Lakers are the underdogs because obviously they're heavy favorites. You know what I'm saying? But you always want to have those Cinderella story moments where what seed is Miami? The fifth seed. The fifth seed knocking off the number one seed in the NBA Finals. That's only happened one time, and that was with the Knicks back in 1999, where they knocked off the Miami Heat, who was actually the number one seed with Orlando Mourning. You know what I'm saying? So, and Gary Payton, I believe. So, that's the last time, you know, no, actually, the Knicks was the number eighth seed. My bad. The Knicks was the number eighth seed that knocked off the number one seed. That was Miami Heat. It's kind of similar because the Lakers are number one and the Heat is, are the fifth seed. So, like I said, it would be great to see Jimmy Butler get a ring. In my heart, I want Jimmy Butler to win a championship, but in my head, they obviously gonna crown LeBron James. They obviously gonna give LeBron James his fourth ring. There's no buts about it. Now, like I said before, the Heat could come back in the series, tie the ball game up, and they lose in seven. I'm okay with that. But they're not gonna go out like that. They can't go out like that. So this Friday, the Heat will make this a series. I guarantee it. Shout out to Charles Barkley. I guarantee it. The Lakers will lose this Friday. Because here's the thing about the Lakers. The Lakers are those type of teams where when the tough gets going, they quit. Or when the tough when the going gets tough, they fold under pressure. LeBron James doesn't show up. LeBron James show up. AD doesn't show up. AD shows up. LeBron James doesn't show up. You're letting you're letting cats like Rondo, Crusoe, PCP, KCP, whatever his name is, one of the Morris twins, carrying you, which should be all this time. It should have been Yatu carrying the Lakers. Now, obviously, LeBron James and AD can't do all by themselves, which I highly doubt they can because they're just too physical of a specimen not to, carry this Lakers team to a championship. You know what I'm saying? You need role players like how Miami Heat had role players when LeBron James went there. You know what I'm saying? They got a Ray Allen, they got a Shane Battier, they had a, you know, um, they went through the whole season with just 2 point guards, Cole and Chalmers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you had a Shane Battier, you had a Haslam. I mean, you just had a whole bunch of bodies, and that's what the Heat have. I mean, that's what the Lakers have. That's why it's so damn hard to even play well against them. Like Jimmy Butler said yesterday, if you're going to beat this team, you're going to have to nearly play perfect. And he's not lying. Like if Jimmy would have put up another 40 points, I don't know what the outcome of that game would be like. But since he scored somewhere around 25, 26, you know what I'm saying, close to another triple-double, like you said, he's going to have to get his teams involved. He's going to have to play without the ball, and that's something that's key. Because LeBron James can't play without the ball. LeBron James, the one thing people crying about LeBron is, oh, he doesn't play off the ball, which he doesn't. Now, Miami Heat, in his Miami Heat days, yes, he played off the ball a little bit. They were asking him to do a lot of things, but in the LeBron James system, he has to have ball control. Now that they got Rondo back, I don't see why he can't play off the ball. You know what I'm saying? But that's the key. That's a key that Jimmy Butler says. You know what I'm saying? Like he says that he has to literally play off the ball. When people say that, when basketball players say that, that means that they have to affect the game in different ways. Probably get 20 rebounds. Probably get, 15 assists. You know what I'm saying? Don't necessarily have to, score at will. You know what I'm saying? You could get other people involved. You know what I'm saying? Because he's thinking like a true champion right now. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at the way Melo plays, Carmelo Anthony plays a lot of hero ball isolation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes he'll pass here and there. I'm not saying that he's selfish, but his style of play kind of fits the Portland system because CJ McCullough can shoot. Damian Leonard can shoot. Carmelo Anthony can shoot. The reason why he self-destructed in the Rockets and with the the Rockets and the OKC is because his style of play did not fit what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? It got, Paul George and Russell Westbrook off rhythm. You know what I'm saying? They wanted him to, come off the bench. He didn't want to. So they made him like a third option on the team or a fourth option on the team. You know what I'm saying? So, but what Jimmy Butler is saying is true. He needs to play off the ball more. He has to get people involved. And then you can take over, the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I do it in 2K. Like when I play 2K or Madden, I don't always give it to my star players. I give it to my backups first and second and third quarter, and then I give it to my stars in the fourth quarter. Because I remember last time I did that, my star players couldn't catch nothing. Like they were dropping balls and stuff like that. Because it's EA, artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Like once you don't give the ball to a certain star, their morals start to decrease. So when you do give them the ball, they either catch it and then they drop it. Or if it's basketball, like if I get the ball, if I don't play with LeBron James throughout the whole quarter and I wait into the fourth and I sub him in, he's going to start missing shots like crazy. Same thing with basketball in real life. LeBron James needs the ball in his hands to be dominant. He's not an off the ball type of player. If you give the ball, like if you let Rondo penetrate the ball every single possession, LeBron James is not going to be effective. But if you give LeBron James the ball, he's basically going to do what he does, drive it to the rim or just kick out. And like I mean, he mastered the fadeaway shot. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting real good at it. In this series or in this playoff bubble. So that's the one thing to look out for. But you can't stop that. You just hope and pray that it doesn't go in. You know what I'm saying? It's not like football where you just throw a Hail Mary. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a chance to either bat it away or, intercept it. But with basketball, if he turns around and then he turns around and he shoots, like all you can do is just put your hands up and hope and pray that he misses. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't stop a fadeaway shot unless you get close, unless you play those, pressure defenses where you just get right up on him and then obviously, contest the shot. But other than that, the like the Heat's gonna have to come out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but Friday. They're gonna have to come out Friday and play like they have nothing to lose. Because like if the Heat wins, I'll congratulate them. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of those people that just bashes the Lakers because I just don't want to see them win another title. You know what I'm saying? Like I want teams like the Heat or teams like certain teams to win championships. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily have to give it to a bigger market team. You know what I'm saying? Because Lakers already have too much championships. That's what is wrong with their organization. You know what I'm saying? And I hope and pray AD leaves. Because if AD does not win a championship with the Lakers, he's leaving. He's leaving. I guarantee you he's leaving. Like the Lakers can throw all the money at him, all he wants to. Like AD got LeBron James when he was washed up. And I'm not saying LeBron James is washed up, but if AD was around LeBron James when he was with the Cavaliers, when he went back to win the championship for the Cavaliers, or when, LeBron James was, with the Heat, imagine AD in his prime. Well, not in his prime, but in, like, it would be ridiculous. Miami Heat did not have a center back then when they had Chris Bosh, when they had Chris Wade and LeBron. They did not have a center. They were just rotating players around. They had Anderson, Anthony, Joel Anthony. They had Haslam. They even played Bosh at the five. They did not have a true center until Hassan Whiteside came. But that was after they departed. But anyways, the Lakers don't have a center. They just don't. You know? Oh, okay. You could tell. You could say, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, those are centers, but like they don't necessarily have a rim protector. You know what I'm saying? Miami Heat didn't. I should say Miami Heat, not this Lakers team. Miami Heat didn't have a rim protector. But yeah, Miami Heat's just gonna have to come out Friday and just you know play nearly perfect. You know what I'm saying? To beat this Lakers team. Because if they don't, the confetti, the championship is gonna be presenting to LeBron James, AD's first championship. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me who's gonna win, Team Lakers or Team Heat. But I got the Heat making this a series because never say never. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.